Welcome to our next class, still on aquaponics. Like I said, we're going to take our time to explain our aquaponics in details. So from the previous videos, we've seen introduction, what aquaponics is about. We've seen the benefits. Then we looked at nutrition in Nigeria, or food security in Nigeria generally, and we got together to realize what's the word now? The looming doom in food when it comes to Nigeria. And I think when I was discussing food security, there were a few parts I did not talk about why all of this is really disheartening. Take for example, when you look at the fact that, let's look at the Nigerian map to explain that. So if we draw the Nigerian map, so if we look at the Nigerian map, now you realize the fact that from the northern region of the country, we are having what you call desertification. Desertification. By that I mean most of the land is turning into desert gradually. So yearly we are losing about 2-3% of our land to desert. Then when you come down south, we are having coastal encroachment. So you have the waters overflowing their banks. So this means essentially we are losing water from the north, we are losing land from the north, losing also from the down south. And in the middle belt, we have various crises. Notably right now is the Boko Haram menace. The Boko Haram menace that is also ensuring we are losing land. Because remember, if this is a village and there is a crime or there is a tribal clash or anything in this village, not only will the people in this village stop production, even those in neighboring villages too will start running for the fear of their lives. Then when you come down here, we are having things like gas flares from our oil and gas industries, producing things like your sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and the rest. And when all of this mixes up with water during rainfall, we form what we call acidic rain. So you realize all of these factors still contribute to our food insecurity in the country. And from there, we talked about the types of aquaponic system. Other types of aquaponic system, we talked about the deep water culture, the raft or the floating system of aquaponics. We talked about the nutrient film technique, the NFT technique for aquaponic system. Then finally the flood and drain. Then next we talked about location, choosing a location for your system. Where is the best location for your aquaponic system? Then we took time to discuss the nitrogen cycle, where we explained that if you do not understand the conversion from ammonia to ammonium to nitrite to nitrate, if you do not understand that properly, then it will be hard for you to actually calculate the ratio of fish to plants that you would be needing. And so we'll be going into today's class where we'll be discussing the kind of plants that are preferable, the most preferable plants for your aquaponic system. So we'll be going today into the plant type for your aquaponic system. Choosing the plants, or your plants for aquaponics. So the plants for your aquaponics. Now, before we discuss this in detail, the types of plants that you should grow for aquaponics, there are a few things we'll be talking about which people generally refer to as the smarts. I'm sure we've all heard of that before. Smarts. So this means be specific. What you want to do should be measurable. It should be achievable, relatable, then time, realistic, then time. So what we mean is, before you start picking, before you say, oh, I want to settle for aquaponics, you need to be specific. What do you want to do with your aquaponics system? What is the goal? Do you want to grow for profit, or are you growing for fun, or are you growing for feeding the house, or are you just growing for the ornamental purpose where it beautifies the environment? You need to know what you really want to get out of it. If you are growing for market purpose, who is my clients? Who are the people I want to grow for? Who are my kind of clients I am looking at? Why am I growing for them? Because trust me, irrespective of how experienced you are with all of this system, there is going to be a time where things don't go your way or as planned, and you probably start getting derailed. Your answer to you being specific as to the why you are doing this will bring you back. In addition, when you start, the people are going to come up to you with different ideas. Why not add X, Y, Z plant? Why not add A, B, C, D? These plans on their own necessarily might not be wrong, but it will distract you from achieving your initial purpose of starting. And you want to ensure that you are able to meet what you had started up with or what you had planned for from the beginning. Yes, I understand that there is the role of diversifying your farm to have more things, but first you want to know, who do I want to grow for? And who you want to grow for would also affect what kind of fertilizers am I using, what kind of structure am I building. So take for instance, you say, oh, I want to grow fishes for the creme de la creme, or oh, what I want to do is I want to have an aquaponic system and have my aquaponic system within a relaxation spot, such that when people come in to relax, they can do their point and kill, and from the same point and kill, I can get the vegetable to probably do a salad and all of that. So you need to know who you want to do for. Then, being specific, you need to know where you want your system to be. Do you want it to be in a rural area, an urban area, or a peri-urban area? Where do you want to site it? If it's in urban area, taking for example, let's use Lagos. Oh, where do you want to site it in Lagos? Is it Ikoyi or in Ikorodu? You need to know where do you want to put it, because where you put it also may actually affect who comes to buy or the kind of clientele you would have access to. Then, what are the things I need? Be specific. Okay, this is what I want to achieve. What do I need to achieve this? Take note of that. Then your plan should put in measurable key performance indicators. Have your KPIs. Let them be measurable. Okay, this is, for example, oh, we are in August. I want to finish my construction by September. I want to start production by October. If I am starting production October, I know, oh, my fishes will be ready in 6 months. So October, November, December, January, February, March 28, 19, my fishes are ready. If my fishes are ready, remember, you've already decided who you want to sell to, who your clients will be. Oh, you already know by November, since you started October, by November I can start introducing my plant. There's enough ammonium being produced that will give me my nitrate. Oh, I am bringing in my plants in November. When I bring in my plant in November, by December, every month you are harvesting plant. Then, so you are able to measure at key points what you are achieving. So if, for example, by October, you've not introduced your fishes, you know, now you're able to go back and say, okay, this is what had gone wrong, this is what I am fixing. Then, let what you are measuring, let them be achievable. Don't say, oh, I want to start my system in August, finish building in August, by September my fishes are there, by December they are already available for sale, they are big enough. Yes, it is a plan, but that might not be an achievable plan. Especially if you are looking at building something on a large commercial scale, and you say, oh, my vision is to feed and to produce about maybe 300,000 fishes. So make sure what you are thinking of doing is achievable and be realistic in your plans. Don't overshoot, don't undershoot, be realistic in your plans. Obviously, in everything we put a timeline. So once you understand all of these, remember, in choosing the plant, first things first is know the kind of fishes you are growing. So if the kind of fishes you are going to be rearing are fishes that prefer warm environment, then the plants that will complement them must be plants that also prefers warm environment. What I'm saying is, if you are growing fishes or you are rearing fishes that requires maybe their temperature is between 22 to 23 degrees or between 17 to 22 degrees, for example, for them to do well. It means the temperature of the water is within that range. Then it will not be wise for you to say you are growing a crop that requires maybe 28 degrees to do well, because we are not putting in any heating mechanism between the water effluent from the fishes and what the plants are receiving. So you need to be sure that when it comes to temperature, when it comes to the pH, they are both compatible. The pH of the water from the fish must be compatible with that the plant will require. Then you must also understand your plant density. Remember when we were discussing in the earlier class, we said your plant density, if you are growing like leafy greens, first we explained how you can do your measurement of 40-50 grams daily per food to a 1 square meter for your leafy greens. Now, it will not be the same thing if you are doing your fruity greens. Now, it would be wrong to now say, oh, I want to use the same kind of density I am using for lettuce for tomatoes. When you remember the fact that tomatoes requires a large lateral area for it to grow. So you need to put that into cognizance to ensure that the density of what I am growing is okay for the kind of waste or effluent my fishes are generating. Then you also need to choose crops that are economical, especially if you are growing for profit. It does not make sense to say, oh, the crop I am going to spend millions and millions of naira to grow in, maybe for example, Lagos, Nigeria, is water leaf. Why? Water leaf right now is rainy season, is relatively very cheap. So if you are spending your time producing water leaf, because the market price of water leaf is already crashed low, whatever you are producing, the market value would also be low. And if you are not careful, you might actually start running at a loss. Not because the system is not profitable, but because you chose a crop that is not profitable. So in choosing plants, I'm going to give you examples of plants that you can grow. But in choosing your plants, you need to be sure you are picking the plants that have high economic value. So look at where you want to grow. Look at the market around you and ask yourself, which of these plants is a premium plant where I am? So when we say premium plants are plants that are not readily available to the market around you. I take that again. When we say a plant or a vegetable is premium crop, it is a crop that is not readily available around you. So right now, I am in a place called Wasimi, somewhere in Ogun State. If I say I want to grow pumpkin, that's pumpkin is ugu, or I want to grow this leaf they call green leaf vegetable, it is readily available around me. So in this place, it is not a premium crop. If I say I want to grow water leaf, it is not a premium crop where I am. Reason, once you walk out from where I am, you will see enough water leaf on the road that you can pick for free. So why would somebody pay good money to collect that water leaf from you? But from where I am right now, if I say I want to sell common scent leaf is relatively not available where I am. And because it is not available, as common as scent leaf is in a place like Edo State, where I am right now, scent leaf can be their premium crop. Two, you also need to put in mind that growing premium crop is not enough if you don't have a market for it. So where I am right now, if I say I am growing lettuce, they don't have lettuce around here, they don't have parsley. But the question is, do they want it? No. They probably don't even know what it is. So if I am growing lettuce here, I need to put in mind, I need to transport it from where I am to where the market that would want it is. Now, if I go to Lekki, for example, there is a farm there, Gatna Kalaway, where we are growing the whole of the lettuce, parsley, the whole of the premium vegetables. Now, there is a building just next to the facility. I can decide to go there and start another farm and there,